innovator and education reformist. The core members of the school governing body, eminent guests, dear parents, staff and fellow students. It is a mark of our undying tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event to seek His blessings. May I now invite our chief guest, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, Mr. Amit Agarwalji, Chairman Unison World School and family, to light the ceremonial lamp. May the light of the auspicious lamp sweep the darkness of ignorance by the dawn of wisdom.
Develop a passion for learning, for if you do, you will never cease to grow. Unquote. At the Unison World School, we try to do just that, kindle a spark. Good evening, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, engineer and education reformist, founding director of SECMOL, Students' Educational and Cultural Movement of Ladakh, and the chief guest for our 12th annual prize-giving distribution function today. Respected Mrs. Rajrani Agarwalji, Chairperson Unison Education Foundation, is a little under the weather and hence could not join us today. However, she sends her blessings to all of us. Mr. Amit Agarwalji, Chairman Unison World School, Mrs. Bhavna Agarwalji, and Mrs. Megha Agarwalji, our founder principal, Mrs. Veera Singh ji, distinguished guests, dear alumni, staff members and their families, and my dear students. It is an honor to have you all here for the 12th annual prize distribution function of Unison World School. At the outset, I wish to welcome Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, our chief guest. It is indeed a matter of rare honor and proud privilege for the Unison World School to have Mr. Wangchuk as our chief guest at our 12th annual prize distribution function. At this point of time, may I formally congratulate him on his being the recipient of the 2018 Lamin Magsaysay Award. Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, born in 1966, did his early years of learning under the wise and practical care of his mother. So his most important formative years were spent under the protective mother's loving umbrella. That is where he strengthened his value system from. Then, at the age of 9, he went to a formal school in Shringara. As he looked slightly different, he was faced with discrimination, a commonplace phenomena at schools those days. Having withstood that treatment with resilience, Mr. Wangchuk grew up to have a self-driven thought process and belief system. He stood by his tougher choice of mechanical engineering as compared to civil engineering, for which his father would have very conveniently funded him. But to stand by his choice, Mr. Wangchuk chose to work and earn for his degree in mechanical engineering. He taught high school students, and in the process, he got all the more close and rooted to his beloved motherland, Leh Ladakh and Mother Earth. Adversity, they say, is the mother of invention, and braving adversity with objectivity and courage is what Mr. Wangchuk did. Mr. Wangchuk has made a significant contribution to the lives of people living in harsh conditions at sub-zero temperatures in the mountains. He has helped to design and build several passive solar mud buildings in the mountainous regions of Ladakh, Nepal, and Sikkim to save energy. Mr. Wangchuk is an achiever. He knows that there are no quick fix solutions to any problems. He's a man of the soil, and he believes that solutions lie in the problem itself. The simplicity of his thoughts and the can-do attitude has been a boon for the people of Ladakh. The perennial problem of water shortage in the summer months was tackled in such a simplistic manner, it's unimaginable. The ice stupa is an innovative concept which is the brainchild of Mr. Sonam Wangchuk. Mr. Wangchuk and his team constructed a two-story prototype of an ice stupa in 2014, which could store around 150,000 liters of winter stream water to be used later during the months of April and May. It is perhaps a possible solution to the grave environmental challenge of melting glaciers and a simple remedy to water shortage during summer months. India Post has released a special postal stamp cover on the ice stupas of Ladakh in March 2019. As Mr. Wangchuk rightly says, if the people in the big cities lived simply, the people in the mountains would simply live. Mr. Sonam Wangchuk is the recipient of the coveted Raman Magsaysay Award of 2018. For all his path-breaking achievements, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk has been awarded at various platforms, notably the ICA Honor Award 2017 at San Francisco, California, the GQ Men of the Year Awards, Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2017, Rolex Award for Enterprise 2016, International Terra Award for Best Earth Building 2016, UNESCO Chair Urban Architecture by Pratel, France 2014, and many more. He's here so that young children sitting here would someday read about him and draw inspiration. He's here as an example for those youngsters who have a desire to better their homeland. He's here to show that even the unimaginable, the unachievable at the first sight is attainable with determination and perseverance. We're greatly honored with your extremely illustrious presence in our midst. Sir, on behalf of the Unison World School family, we welcome you. Our founder chairman, late Shri Naveen Agarwalji, also believed in a system of education that gives importance to integrity, humility, respect, discipline, and a positive attitude, thus empowering girls to face the challenges of life with confidence. His vision was to nurture and prepare generations of individuals who would be the torch bearers of tomorrow, who have conviction in the strength of their beliefs and take pride in being an Indian. He was a great visionary with incredible personal charisma. That vision and the right amount of care and toil has borne fruit, and we at UWS are the beneficiaries of their sweat and toil. He has been the guiding light in all our endeavors. All our actions are in harmony with those envisioned by our vice founder and chairman. Having got into principal's shoes and delivering my first report, I feel both fortunate and humbled. Firstly, I think I'm truly blessed to have inherited this rich legacy of educational excellence from my predecessor, Mrs. Veera Singh. The architecture, the vast expanse of the campus, the rich flora and fauna, and my wonderful colleagues all suggest a happy coexistence and inspire one to achieve standards par excellence. Annual prize distribution function is an important milestone in the annual school calendar. Not only does it give us an opportunity to acknowledge the efforts put in by our students throughout the past year, but the students, parents, alumni, and guests also get to witness the best of activities and go around and feel the pulse of the school firsthand. And that, ladies and gentlemen, speaks louder than 1,000 reports. I hope not to bore you with detailed data and analysis. Most of it is there on a regular basis on the school Facebook page and website. However, I will be touching upon a few areas briefly. In the words of Kofi Annan, education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation rest the cornerstones of freedom, democracy, and sustainable human development. We truly believe in this and live by it. Year after year, we continue to raise the benchmark of our students, diligently strive to win laurels in every field. The academic achievements of our students is our biggest strength. in the academic session 2018-2019, they proved their mettle yet again by achieving an outstanding result of 100% first divisions in the ICSE and ISC examinations. 96% of the ICSE students and 100% of the ISC students scored distinctions in the overall aggregate. The ICSE topper was Yashvi Mani with a whopping 98%, followed by Bhayanaka with 97.2% and Ricky Jain securing 96.6%. The performance of students in ISC was commendable too. The topper in the science stream was Ruksar Naz with 95.75%, followed by Komal Nehra with 90.25% and Anurga Goel securing 83%. Yashika Mittal topped the commerce stream with 95.5%, closely followed by Chandra Gurwal with 95.25% and Vrinda Gurwal at 94.5%. Ashi Modi and Janvi Gupta topped the humanities stream with 93.25%, followed by Ritika Balwa at 91.25%. In the international curriculum of the University of Cambridge examination, Vidushi Bish got A stars in 3 subjects. Mehmet Saharul secured the first position in the A-level Tier 1 examination. She got 2 A's straight. Education teaches you values of democracy and rights. With rights come responsibilities. The school community is led by student leaders, for which we have the School Prefectorial Council and individual core committees for every activity and club. This kind of exposure to leadership helps the child find her true spirit and gives her a taste of the life outside the secure environment of the school. Children learn to take ownership and responsibility when they organize events and therefore feel accountable for the same. Our school calendar is replete with inter-school events, which we host, and numerous others which we participate in at the district, state, national, and international levels. To name a few important events hosted and participated by Unison World School this year, the second Unison World School Aqua Meet in April 2019, the 7th All India School Art and Craft Competition Spectrum, May 2019, the first Unison World School Girls Inter-School Hockey Competition, May 2019, the 6th Challenge Cup Girls International School Football Tournament in August 2019, 2nd Inter-School Performing Arts Competition, Harmony, in August 2019, 1st UWS Inter-School Girls Basketball Tournament, August 2019, the 9th All India Shri Naveen Agarwalji Memorial Inter-School English Debate, August 2019, the 2nd UWS Inter-School Girls Badminton Tournament in September 2019. 6 of our students from grades 9 and 11 participated in the Inter-School Science Competition hosted by the Root School and won the overall first prize in the competition for 2 consecutive years, 2018 and 2019. A mega art and fancy dress contest was conducted by the education wing of ISKCON for youth development in collaboration with our school in the month of January 2019. More than 400 school and college students participated in this mega event. To sensitize the youth towards the environment, a 2-day program, Dhara Hari, Training and Development of Behavioral Change, was organized in May 2019 in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme. The program was conducted by leading environmentalists and prominent personalities who have contributed significantly in the field of environment conservation participated in this. Some of them were Mr. George Baker, Honorable Member of Parliament, Ms. Rashmi Bajaj, Uttarakhand State Head UNDP, Dr. Amit Joshi, HESCO. They urged the youth to stay alert before severe scarcity of the basic needs, that is water, oxygen, and food became greater crisis. In collaboration with the SPIC McKay, the Society for Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst Youth, the school organized a 3-day SPIC McKay Uttarakhand State Convention 2019. 600 students from 20 different schools attended intensives with native artists. They had hands-on learning the nuances of different art forms like Madhubali, bamboo art, bone art, puppetry, Kathak, Odissi, and Chow, to name a few. Eminent artists such as Mr. Rajat Kapoor, Padma Shri Basanti Bisht, Padma Bhushan Rajan and Sajid Mishra, Padma Bhushan Malika Sarabhai, Padma Shri Dadi Padamji, Padma Shri Shahid Parvez Khan, and various other artists performed at the convention. The program was attended by Shri R. Meenakshi Sundaram, Deputy General and Secretary School Education, Mrs. Rekha Arya, Minister of Women and Child Welfare, Mrs. Beena Bhatt, Director, Department of Culture, and Dr. Kiran Seth, founder of Spick McKay, and many other senior bureaucrats and eminent citizens. The 3-day cultural extravaganza was an enriching experience which will be cherished by all. Sports is an important and integral part of UWS. A detailed sports report has been read out yesterday at the annual sports day. Our school encourages students to have a truly global perspective. It helps one understand and perceive her own identity and that of others with whom they interact, therefore shaping culture. UWS exposes its students to multiple experiences through international visits and exchange programs. We have 3 exchange partners: St. Francis's College, Letchworth, UK, Kilgraston School, Perthshire, Scotland, and Raleigh Ruru Girls' School, Christchurch, New Zealand. Last year, 43 girls and 6 teachers visited these schools for a couple of weeks on an exchange. We also played host to 24 students and 5 staff members from these schools for a similar duration, and you will be glad to know that continuing the trend this year also, 33 students and 5 staff members benefited from these exchanges. A group of 38 students and 4 staff members visited the United States of America to participate in the School Space Program. They visited NASA, John F. Kennedy Space Center Orlando, the Harvard University, attended an educational program at Kennedy Space Center with hands-on experience at robotics. In addition to this, 15 girls and 2 staff members were benefited by a 2-week skiing workshop and French learning experience in Switzerland. Workshops are an effective way to help students channelize their knowledge, talent, and qualities. Mr. Deepak Ramola, a lyricist, actor, journalist, scriptwriter, educator, and the founder of the Project Fuel, conducted a workshop for our students on the lessons of life. He conducted Project Fuel, in which our students interviewed their teachers and compiled their life lessons. An 8-day-long, intensive theatre workshop was conducted by Miss Emily Jane and Miss Holly Newton from Join the Dots, United Kingdom. In collaboration with the Peer Warwick Finishing Academy, we organized soft skills workshops for students on behavior transformation, personality enhancement, confidence building, etiquette, and grooming. This year, we have had 2 workshops in the months of April and July, and the 3rd will be organized this November. The British Council, with delegates from 7 prestigious universities, visited our school in April this year from UK and conducted interactive sessions with the students of grades 11 and 12 to help them choose the best courses and universities according to their interest and aptitude for the undergraduate level. Sprachspiel mit Werken, language anecdotes with fictional stories. A workshop on German language for grades 7 to 11 was organized in February 2019. Ms. Janet Gerthardt, a German intern in the field of modern Southeast Asian studies and German as a foreign language, conducted a workshop for our girls. A legal awareness workshop was conducted in April 2019 for the students of grade 9 and 11 by Ms. Nandita Gugnani, the founder of DDAC Foundation, where she briefed the students on career options available in the field of law. ICANN, a value-based student development program which allows young minds to gain insights and skills through specialized learning. An ICANN conference was organized in May 2019 for students of grades 9 to 12, where students put up a simulation as future diplomats, media persons, analysts and politicians, thereby giving them a taste of the careers of life in a life after school. According to a survey for the year 2019-2020, conducted by Education World, the well-known Delhi-based market research and opinion poll agency, I'm both pleased and humbled to share that Unison World School is ranked number 3 amongst all the world's school's exemplary initiative to understand and appreciate the diverse cultures of the world has won us the prestigious Outstanding Award by Face to Face, a program started by Mr. Tony Blair, ex-Prime Minister of UK, and is the lead school for it. 13 students of IGCSE Year 1 participated in the project on food and technology and were acknowledged by the British Science Association. Generation Global is a pioneering global education program for 12 to 17-year-old students across the world. It is an initiative by the Tony Blair Institute. Kushi Gupta of grade 11 was selected as a dialogue champion for the month of demonstrating outstanding dialogue skills on women's rights. The school monthly newsletter, The Informant, was launched in November 2018. The newsletter is a result of dedicated and relentless hard work undertaken by a special team of Athenas. This encouraged creativity in the school and competitive spirit, and students are now enthused and have brought out a newsletter called Darpan in Hindi as well. Our students of grades 6 to 10 participated in the Money Smart School program conducted by National Centre for Financial Education. Our school has become the first school in Uttarakhand to get a certificate and logo as a Money Smart School. It was a proud moment for the school when our founder principal, Mrs. Veera Singh, was bestowed with the best principal of Uttarakhand. And Shri Subodh Unyal, Honorable Agriculture Minister of Uttarakhand, at a ceremony held on December 10, 2018. This year onward, we have started on-campus coaching classes to facilitate our students to clear various competitive and university entrance exams like NEET, JEE, CLAT, and SAT. I am happy to share with you that in collaboration with the 11th Girls NCC Battalion, Unison World School has been successful in raising the junior game of NCC. 25 students from class 9 are a part of this flagship endeavor, which aims to develop character, commandership, discipline, leadership, secular outlook, spirit of adventure, and the ideals of selfless service amongst girls. Keeping pace with tech advancement for STEM learning, the school has established a robotics lab. This exposure serves the purpose of kindling interest of our students in robots. It fires their imaginative faculties and enables them to see beyond the visible. In July 2019, Dr. Mona Khanna, our Vice Principal, represented the school at the World Leading School Association Conference held at Prague, the Czech Republic. In an effort to reach out to the parents who, due to some reasons, are unable to come to attend the parent-teacher meetings, the school reaches out to them in their hometown. This year, the Parent Outreach Program has been organized in various cities, Raipur, Ludhiana, Patna, Ranchi, and Lucknow. We will be visiting Kathmandu, Delhi, and Surat shortly after the APDF. With the intention of building our Athenas as more empathetic individuals, our school's Social Service Committee works enthusiastically with children of 3 Anganwadis in the Dehradun district. Our Athenas try to make the lives of these children more meaningful through their effort. A school is known by its brand ambassadors, its alumni. Today, we are privileged to have some of our alumni with us. Most of our alumni are pursuing higher studies in the fields of engineering, medicine, management, law, architecture, mass communication, literature, design, fashion, and performing arts at premier institutes affiliated to prestigious universities across the globe. Some of the girls from last year's batch are placed in reputed universities. To name a few, Rukhsar Naz is pursuing MBBS, a 5-year transfer program to UK from the International Medical University of Malaysia. Shreya Lamba is pursuing BA Economics Honours from University of Guelph, Canada. Brinda Agarwal is pursuing Advertising and Public Relations from State College, Pennsylvania State University, USA. Ishika Bansal is pursuing BCom with Economics majors from Deakin University, Australia. Anushka Rathi of the 2018 batch is pursuing MBBS from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. Is pursuing BA Mathematics with computer applications from Jefferson Mary College, the Delhi University. While Chandrika Agarwal is doing a 3-year integrated photography program from the One School of Goa. And Sejal Gupta is doing a BMS Event Management program from the National Academy of Event Management and Development, Mumbai. This year, we have some new inclusions amongst our staff members. Dr. Geeta Shukla in the Department of Science, Mrs. Renu Sindhu in the Department of English, Mr. Albert Gomes in the Political Science Department, Mr. Shashikant Maurya in the Mathematics Department, and Ms. Rakhi in the German Department. We have a full-time emotional and behavioral counselor, Ms. Aditri Jha, an alumnus of Unison World School and the Christ College, Bangalore. Ms. Jha is helping children find better in themselves. Keeping in mind the importance of nutritious food and our children's health and palate, this year onwards, we have a nutritionist on board. Ms. Tanya Khanna is a professional nutritionist who, in collaboration with the school doctor, advises and talks to children, besides guiding the best about their dietary intake. We in the UWS believe that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. For this, the students need to be fit. To match each student's overall physical fitness objectively in terms of speed, power of limbs, agility, endurance, core strength and flexibility, we conduct health checkups and fitness tests twice a year. This test serves as a means of motivation for the pupils to improve and maintain fitness. In order to encourage students for better performance, fitness medals have been introduced from this session. Students reaching 50 to 59 percentile would be awarded bronze medals. Those reaching 60 to 69 percentile would get the silver medals, while those scoring 60 percentile, 70 percentile and above would get gold medals. This year, 15 students have received bronze, 11 have fallen into the silver category, while 4 students have claimed gold medals. In the years to come, we aspire to get all our students in the gold category. The school works as a well-oiled machinery. All this would not be possible without the zeal and the enthusiasm of our hard-working staff members across all departments. Gradually adding to its much advanced infrastructure, this year Unison World School is all set to add a 7,000 square meters equestrian field to its state-of-the-art sports arena. We are ever so grateful for the active and consistent support of the management, who are a source of encouragement and play a key role in the growth of the school. To the parents, I have to say that these are formative years of your child. We request you not just to be the provider in her life, but also to share with her her successes, her setbacks. And we solicit your support and partnership in her upbringing. We request you to help us develop her sense of responsibility towards self as well as others, so that together we excel as a team and make new benchmarks in pioneering education. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record my appreciation and gratitude towards Padma Shri, Khel Ratna and Arjun awardee Dr. Deepa Malik, who motivated our children yesterday at Spardha, our annual sports meet, with her inspiring speech. I once again thank the parents and management for their unflinching support. I also thank Mr. Sonal Banju for being a part of the annual prize distribution function today. On behalf of the entire family, I wish you all present here all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you and God bless.
guest, Mr. Sonam and Mr. Amitabh. Now he's not my boss, so I treat him like my son. I take that liberty. Distinguished guests and most dear parents, and of course my adorable alumni and students. I stepped into the school after 6 months, and I was just sharing with the Bhayanaka that there is something, it's choked, and I don't know, I'm feeling very numb. There's no, I don't know how to express my feelings, but it's quite nostalgic. I think I'm absorbing everything and let things sink in. Probably that is the time when I'll be able to express myself. The unconditional love which always you've been giving, I could see that, and I have to control my emotions, otherwise it would be an outburst of emotions from your side. I don't know, there's so much to say, but I can't. I don't know how to express that. Certainly you would like to know where I am. I am based in Patiala with my son, and I am, you'll be happy to know that sir has, I'm still associated with the school, and now I'm in the board of governing body. So, with British Council, and I'm also associated with NCRT, and I am also running my own small school, so it's keeping me busy more than ever. I'll keep coming because now being a member of the school governing body, this is my responsibility to come and meet you people, guide you people, and share my experiences with you. Thank you very much for inviting me. And I'm really feeling that these 6 months, I shouldn't have missed that 6 months. God bless you all, and dear parents, your association, your support is much required, and please keep supporting the school and make sure that the school becomes one of the best schools in international standards. Whenever you want to contact me, dear parents, you're most welcome.
Annual award ceremony. I leave the podium to Payal Maheshwari and Neelayu for the felicitation of the winners. In mathematics, general science and computer science. In grade 6, Shringara stood first. She topped in English language, English literature, Hindi, mathematics, general science, history, civics, geography, and computer science. Can we please have a huge round of applause for the achiever? Gupta was the highest scorer in Sanskrit. From grade 7, the first position was secured by Riza Hassan. She taught in Hindi, history, civics, geography, and computer science. Isha Chaudhary is the subject topper of English language, physics, and biology. Bheebhatsya is the highest scorer in English literature. Ishita is the subject topper in French. And Sanima Rana was the highest scorer in grade 9, the first position was secured by Vedanshi Dora. She taught in chemistry, biology, geography, and computer applications. Was the highest scorer in English language and physics. Vanshika Podar in English literature. Vanshika Jain in Hindi and history civics. Vishmita Bansal in mathematics. And Gauri Baranwal in arts. In grade 9 IGCSE, Adya Nitesh Sood stood first. She secured the highest marks in English first language, English literature, French, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, history, geography, and history civics. Nitya Arya was the highest scorer in arts. Grade 10 ICSE, Yashvi Tigmani secured the first position in ICSE board examinations. She was the topper in English, science, mathematics, and computer applications. Ananya Khemka stood second. She was the topper of Hindi. The third position was shared by Ritvi Jain and Sumedha Goenka. Ritvi Jain is the top scorer in English, Hindi and Social Studies. And Sumedha Goenka in mathematics and arts. Sinjani Bhattacharjee was the top scorer in English. Divyanshi Tiwari secured the highest marks in Hindi. Palak Agarwal was the top scorer in Hindi. Prachi Singh secured the highest marks in Hindi. Was the subject topper in English and IT. In grade 12 science, the second position was secured by Komal Nehra. The third position was secured by Vidya Goyal. In grade 12 commerce, the first position was secured by Yashtrika Mittal. She taught in economics and computer science. In grade 12 humanities, Chandrika Agarwal was the highest scorer in Hindi. Our school deems it a proud privilege and honor to recognize students who have shown proficiency and excellence throughout their stay at Unison World School. This special segment endeavors to acknowledge students who are not office bearers. The award for excellence in helpfulness has been instituted for a student from grade 12 who has demonstrated kindness and compassion and reached out to others in need. This goes to Sakshi Board.
The Academic Proficiency Award gives an impetus to students to achieve high scores in various subjects. To honor such students, our school presents Proficiency Cup in 4 different categories for the academic session 2018 and 19. Proficiency Cup Lower School goes to Shreya Agarwal. Proficiency Cup Upper School goes to Yashvi Tikmani. Proficiency Senior School goes to Ruksar Naz. She is currently pursuing her medicals in Malaysia and couldn't make it here. The Proficiency Cup International Curriculum goes to Adya Ritesh School. The trophy for the best sports person from the batch 2019-20 who has been consistently excellent round the year goes to Basu Thakur. Moving on to the inter-house competition winners. Shakespeare Honour is awarded for the following inter-house English literary competitions: extempore, debate, paper reading, elocution, spell bee, and dramatics. The trophy goes to Orchid House. I request Shantha, Hasya, Anjali Gopal, Anushka Kaur, and Raudra to come on stage and receive the trophy on behalf of the house. Kabir Saman is awarded for the following inter-house Hindi literary competitions: debate, declamation, elocution, and spell bee. The trophy goes to Tulip House. I request Shri Bharati Agarwal, Shreya Saraf, and Aditi Gupta to come on stage and receive the trophy on behalf of the house. The Euphoria Trophy is awarded for the following inter-house quiz competitions: IT, French, GK, Business, Mathematics, Science, and Social Science. And the trophy goes to Jasmine House. I request and receive the trophy on behalf of the house. The Wall Magazine Competition Trophy is awarded to Daffodil House. I request Suhani Agarwal, Samriti Arya, Nidhi Jain, and Shantha Gupta to come on stage and lift the trophy. Huzzar Trophy is awarded for the following inter-house performing art competitions: Western dance and Western singing. And the trophy goes to Daffodil House. I request Sakshi Ghosh, Krishnan Manji, Shaila, Sinjini Bhattacharya and Kavya Gupta to receive the trophy on behalf of the house. Disney Trophy is awarded for the following inter-house digital art competitions: computer graphics, photography, and comic strip. The trophy is shared by Daffodil and Tulip House. I request Dia and Gauri of Daffodil House and Deher and Veera of Tulip House to come and receive the trophy on behalf of the house. The Michelangelo Trophy is awarded for the following inter-house installation competitions: mask making, leaf work, embroidery, and flower making. And the trophy goes to Bhagavan, Mohammed Sahari, Mishka Raudra, and Sister Vatsalya to come to the stage and lift the trophy. The Da Vinci Trophy is awarded for the following inter-house painting competitions: Mandala, Mehendi, and traditional painting. And the trophy is shared by Daffodil and Tulip House. I request Krishna Papa and Asha Sunil of Daffodil House and Sanjana Khan of Tulip House to come on stage and lift the trophy. Now we have overall trophies for the session 2018-19 in the following category. The overall academic trophy goes to Daffodil House. Along with the house prefect Yashika Mittal and the house vice prefect Suhani Agarwal to come and receive the trophy on behalf of the house. Now we have the much-awaited Cockhouse Trophy, as well as the prize for the Student of the Year 2018-19. The Student of the Year 2018-19 is Veera. Sir, thank you, ma'am. With this, we come to the end of the 12th annual prize distribution ceremony. I hand over the podium to Sakshi and Vatsalya for further proceedings of the evening.
Thank you, Bhayanaka. Here comes the most awaited segment of the function, a theme-based dance drama. Anshika Jain and Divyanshi will now take you into the world of emotion. Over to them.
दूर घाटी की जमुनिया वादी प्रकृति की सुंदरता को संरक्षित रखते हुए आधुनिक संसाधनों से युक्त यूनिसन वर्ल्ड स्कूल के वार्षिकोत्सव पर समस्त उपस्थित आमंत्रित अतिथिगणों का आज के इस संगीत एवं नृत्यमय नाट्य संध्या में यूनिसन परिवार की ओर से हार्दिक अभिनंदन है। अभिव्यक्ति हमारे जीवन का एक महत्वपूर्ण आयाम है। यूं तो हम अपनी भावनाओं, विचारों और संवेदनाओं को विभिन्न प्रकार से अभिव्यक्त करते हैं, परंतु विभिन्न भाषाओं में प्रयोग होने वाले शब्द अभिव्यक्ति का सबसे सशक्त माध्यम है। इन्हीं शब्दों में नहीं, विभिन्न रसों के माध्यम से हम अपनी भावनाओं को आसानी से व्यक्त कर पाते हैं। कविता, कहानी या किसी नाटक के मंचन या दर्शन के समय जो भाव हमारे मन में आते हैं, उन्हें हिंदी साहित्य में रस के नाम से जाना जाता है। रस जैसे नाम से ही विदित होता है, इससे हमें विभिन्न भावनाओं की अनुभूति होती है।
साहित्य में रस की भूमिका प्राचीन काल से चली आ रही है। भारतीय नाट्य शास्त्र में भरत मुनि ने 9 रसों की कल्पना की और वे 9 रस आज भी हमारे साहित्य में जिए जाते हैं। जैसे माँ की ममता में वात्सल्य रस, किसी व्यंग्यात्मक प्रसंग में हास्य रस, किसी अप्रिय घटना में क्रमशः बीभत्स और भयानक रस, नारी के सौंदर्य एवं संयोग वियोग में श्रृंगार रस, अचंभित करने वाली घटनाओं में अद्भुत रस होता है। इसी प्रकार क्रोध में रौद्र रस, वीरता में वीर रस, और जब मन में किसी प्रकार की भावना का संचार न हो तो शांत रस उत्पन्न होता है।
कुछ ऐसे ही रसों को अद्भुत नाट्य कला और भाव भंगिमाओं से साकार करने हेतु प्रस्तुत है नवरसों पर आधारित काव्यमय नृत्य नाटिका अस्तित्व तो आइए पहचाने अपना अस्तित्व।
मंगलमय मुस्कान बेटियां, हम सबकी पहचान बेटियां, रात गमों की चीर अंधेरी, सूरज का आह्वान बेटियां, नुपुर पायल खनक चूड़ियां, राग रागिनी तान बेटियां, चुप निराश उदास जीवन में खुशियां भैरव गान बेटियां।
कर रही है।
हैं। भाई विदेश पढ़ रहा है, लेकिन मेरे माता पिता तो आज भी मुझे विदेश पढ़ने जाने की अनुमति नहीं दे रहे हैं।
हाँ, सच कहती हो गौतमी। आज भी बात बात पर हमें टोका जाता है। लड़कियों को इतनी जोर से नहीं हंसना चाहिए, राह चलते ज्यादा बात नहीं करनी चाहिए। क्या सारे कानून हम लड़कियों पर ही लागू होते हैं?
हाँ, मेरे घर में भी मेरे भाई को हर चीज की आजादी है, लेकिन मुझे भी आजादी से जीना है। मैं भी स्वतंत्र होकर आगे बढ़ना चाहती हूँ।
हाँ, मेरी माँ भी यही कहती है कि बस एक बार शादी कर लो, फिर चाहे जितना पढ़ लेना, यहाँ पढ़ना या विदेश जाकर पढ़ना।
क्या इन सब परेशानियों का कोई हल नहीं है? क्या कोई है जो इन लोगों को समझा सकता है? ओह हाँ, देवांगना दीदी वही है जो इन सारी परेशानियों से बाहर निकाल सकती हैं। चलो चलो उनके पास चलते हैं। दी, अरे दी सुनो ना, आपकी बहनों के साथ सब इतना भेदभाव क्यों कर रहे हैं दीदी? क्या जीवन भर हमें ऐसी ही परिस्थितियों का सामना करना पड़ता रहेगा? आखिर ऐसा कब तक चलता रहेगा दीदी?
अरे मेरी प्यारी बहन, क्या हुआ? तुम इतनी परेशान क्यों हो? इतनी व्यथित मानो तुम्हारे सर पे मुसीबतों का पहाड़ गिर पड़ा हो। इतनी छोटी सी लड़की हो और इतना क्रोध भरा है। क्या बात है? शांत होकर बताओ।
माँ कहती है क्या होगा तेरा, एक भी काम तो ठीक से नहीं कर सकती। और आज तो हद ही हो गई। पिताजी ने भाई को तो विदेश भेजा है पढ़ने के लिए, पर जब मेरी बारी आई तो साफ साफ इनकार कर दिया।
बेटी हो ना तुम, इसलिए। आओ सुनो मेरी बात।
कथा विकारन है दुखदाई, कथन करूं तो प्राण बाई। मानव सी सूरत बस पाई, सब मिल शोषक करे हंसाई। अच्छा, बात पति की जो बतलाऊं, क्या मानोगी मुझको मासी? लेकिन पहले छोड़ो अपना क्रोधी रूप और रानी झांसी। ठीक है, चलो सुनाओ अपनी बीती। कैसे बीत गया ये जीवन? क्या क्या जतन किए तुमने? कैसे प्राप्त किया ये चंदन?
कुदरत ने जो दिया मुझे है अनमोल खजाना। कितना सुगम सलोना था वो, है मुश्किल कह पाना। कोमल हाथों से बल खाकर जब जब करते आतिशबाजी, घुंघरू बांधे हुए पैर पर तब चलती खुशियों की आंधी। काश मुझे भी ऐसा जीवन मिलता, काश मैं भी ऐसे जीवन का आनंद उठा पाती। पर आप तो बहुत शांत स्त्री हैं, जीवन में इतना परिवर्तन कैसे?
परिवर्तन तो प्रकृति का नियम है, इससे कोई भी अछूता नहीं रहा है। स्वयं सृष्टिकर्ता भी इस परिवर्तन रूपी नियम से प्रभावित हुए हैं। फिर मैं तो एक साधारण मानव मात्र हूँ। मैं भी इससे प्रभावित हुए बिना न रही और क्रमशः श्रृंगारमय जीवन को प्राप्त हुई।
न श्वेत श्वेत न श्याम श्याम, वो सुंदरता की प्रतिमा सी। अपनी मादक आंखों से वो सब में प्राण जगाती सी। अपने सुगंधित केशों में वो कलियों को महकाती सी। अनगढ़ अनंत सितारों में वो चंद्रमुखी चंदा जैसी। रत्नों के भंडारों में वो मोती माला के जैसी। हे रूप कामिनी हृदय हिरणी, उत्साह जगाती सी। हे सुंदर अंतर मन वाली, तुम चेतन जड़ करने वाली।
मेरे भी जीवन में आई सुख के बाद दुखों की आंधी। ब्याह हुआ, मैं हुई पराई, अपने ही घर में थी बांधी।
थी कामना किंतु संयम और धैर्य भी रखता था। 10 थे सिर रावण के किंतु सब बाहर रखता था। भरी सभा में बचाने आए थे द्रौपदी की लाज। कलयुग में कोई तो कृष्ण हो जो सुने इन मासूम चीखों की आवाज। आसमान से गिद्ध जमीन पर मानवपन उतर आए हैं। अब कैसे बचे नारी यहाँ जब रक्षक ही भक्षक बनाए हैं।
पक्षी बनकर आता। धुंधली हुई दिशाएं, छाने लगा कुहासा। कुचली हुई शिखा से आने लगा धुआं सा। कोई मुझे बता दे क्या आज हो रहा है। मुंह को छिपाते मिर में क्यों तेज रो रहा है। बेचैन है हवाएं, सब और बेगली है। कोई नहीं बताता किश्ती किधर चली है। मझधार है, भंवर है या पास है किनारा। ये नाश आ रहा है या सौभाग्य का सितारा। है रो रही जवानी, अंधेर हो रहा है। निर्वाक है हिमालय, गंगा डरी हुई है। मन की बंधी उमंगे असहाय जल रही है। अरमान आरज़ू की लाशें निकल रही है।
गौतमी इतना सब में सहन कर गई, परंतु उसके बाद उनका मुझे इस तरह छोड़कर जाना मेरे लिए असह्य था। काश वे मुझसे कहकर जाते, करना है। समाज के घिनौने चरित्र को मुंह तोड़ जवाब भी तो देना है। उसका न मारे क्रोध के तन कांपने उसका लगा, मानो हवा के वेग से सोता हुआ सागर जगा। मुख बाल रविसम लाल होकर ज्वाल सा बोधित हुआ, प्रलयार्थ उनके मिसवहा क्या काल ही क्रोधित हुआ। साक्षी रहे संसार करती हूँ प्रतिज्ञा आज मैं, पूरे करूंगी लक्ष्य सब कथनानुसार यथार्थ में।
नंदिनी नंदित मेदिनी विश्व विनोदिनी नंदनुते, गिरिवर विंध्य शिरोधिनी वासिनी विष्णु विलासिनी विष्णुनुते, भगवती देशिति कंठ कुटुंबिनी भूरि कुटुंबिनी भूरि कृते, जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनी रम्यकपर्दिनी शैलसुते।
छोड़ो मेहंदी, खड़क संभालो, खुद ही अपना चीर बचा लो। द्युत बिछाए बैठे शकुनी, मस्तक सब बिक जाएंगे। सुनो द्रौपदी, शस्त्र उठा लो, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे। कब तक आस लगाओगी तुम बिके हुए अखबारों से? कैसी रक्षा मांग रही हो दुशासन दरबारों से? स्वयं जो लज्जाहीन पड़े हैं वे क्या लाज बचाएंगे? सुनो द्रौपदी, शस्त्र उठा लो, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे।
प्रदाता, धरती पर हो शक्ति स्वरूपा, तुम रंचंडी भाग्य विधाता, संस्कारों की शाला तुम हो, तुम लक्ष्मी सावित्री सीता, सब कर्म की निर्वाहिनी तुम हो, हे सहधर्मिणी, हे अर्पिता।
सहकर असहज प्रसव वेदना तुम लाल धरा पर लाती हो, तुम हो धात्री अखिल जगत की, तुम ही सृष्टि सृजा बढ़ाती हो। हे रूपवती, हे कमनिया, ईश्वर की तुम अद्भुत रचना, तलवार धरो जब कर में तो मुश्किल है अरदल का बचना।
करुणा का हो सागर अथाह, तुम सकल प्रेम की परिभाषा, तुम जीवन संगिनी हो नर की, तुम शिशु ममत्व की अभिलाषा, तुम हो माता भगिनी भार्या, ईश्वर का वरदान तुम ही, घर आंगन को रोशन करती हो शुचिता की पहचान तुम ही। तुम्हारा आने वाला कल।
for me being here in this wonderful school today. I never imagined that this school of all girls, and not just girls, but so full of talent and energy, will move me so much as I watched your performances filled with so many emotions. In fact, I was going through each of the rasas as I saw the various depictions that a girl goes through of the emotions. I'm truly moved by this experience this evening, and I really congratulate each one of you who have been working so hard behind this school, and I am sure that the parents who are here are very proud parents for this amazing school and their children who have deeply moved me today. I would thank you. I have always been a great admirer of the values, the qualities that women embody, inspired by my mother, and how she brought me up with all the compassion that a child like me needed to flower. I have come to believe that girls and women are the hope of this world. I always wonder, women with their motherly compassion and kindness, if they could be given a chance to run the affairs of the world, we would not have seen First World War, Second World War, nor a possible Third World War. It is sadly the aggressiveness of a man's world that has led this world into many calamities of not only wars against each other, out of aggression, out of competition, but also a war against nature, where half of our wildlife is said to be wiped out in the last 50 or so years. And half of our forests are gone. How can a mother who understands building homes rather than destroying allow such a thing to happen if she had her say? And therefore, I truly think that this kindness and this compassion that are innate, that are natural for women, must be given a chance. And hopefully, after this Kali Yuga, where competition and greed rules the world, there will come a Satyug, where these qualities of women will be given the value they deserve. Women go through this kind of treatment because in the Kali Yuga that we are living in, these qualities are not valued. And I want to be very hopeful that there will be a time when human beings, particularly men, evolve to a higher self, to believe more in collaboration rather than competition, more in love rather than hatred, construction rather than destruction, wisdom rather than cleverness. All these are what I associate with womanhood rather than manhood. And therefore, I once again want to believe that the days of slogans like Beti Bachao will soon be over. In fact, I'm looking for the day when Beti humanity को, देश को बचाएगी rather than having to be saved herself. बेटी आएगी तो दिन मैं बेटी को इंतजार कर रहा हूँ। और मैं ये समझता हूँ कि जो ये हमने हालत बना रखी है महिलाओं की, ये अबला हैं, वो दिन शायद ज़्यादा न चलें और आपके जैसे विद्यालयों से एक नया दौर शुरू होगा जिसमें नारी को अबला नहीं सबला माना जाए। सबला नारी शायद सुनेंगे आगे के दिनों में, मगर इसके लिए नारी को सबला होना होगा, क्योंकि सिर्फ दया और सहनशीलता ही हो तो फिर ये क्रूर दुनिया उसकी इज्जत नहीं करती। तो जैसे दिनकर जी ने कहा, मैं जब ये यहाँ स्टेज पे आपका प्रस्तुति देख रहा था तो बहुत ही सोच में गया, मुझे बहुत हिला दिया इसने। और मैं सोच रहा था कि जहाँ एक तरफ सहनशीलता, दया, कंपैशन, काइंडनेस, टॉलरेंस इनकी ज़रूरत है, मगर सिर्फ यही हो तो उसे अबला भी मान लिया जाता है। इसलिए इसके पीछे, इसके पस मंजर में बल होनी चाहिए। जैसा दिनकर जी ने कहा है, सहनशीलता, क्षमा, दया को तभी पूजता जग है, बल का दर्प चमकता उसके पीछे जब जब मग है। तो ये जो सहनशीलता है, ये जो दया है, ये एक मजबूरी नहीं होनी चाहिए। आप में इतना बल हो, अपार बल हो कि ये आपको शोभा दे, मगर आपकी ये मजबूरी नहीं हो, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा है, उन्होंने ही फिर कहा है, मुझे अपनी कविताएं याद आने लगी ये देखते हुए, कि क्षमा, दया, जिसे हम कहते हैं क्षमा या सहनशीलता या दया, तो वो उस नाद को, उस सर को शोभा देती है जिसमें गरल हो, जिसमें शक्ति हो, जिसमें जहर हो, कुछ कर भी सकता या सकती हो। सिर्फ अबलापन के कारण सहनशील या दयावान ना हो। क्षमा शोभती उस भुजंग को जिसके पास गरल हो। क्षमा उस नाग को शोभा देती है जिसके पास गरल हो, विष हो, अगर जरूरत पड़े तो। क्षमा शोभती उस भुजंग को जिसके पास गरल हो, उसका क्या जो दंतहीन विष रहित विनीत सरल है। तो मैं ये चाहूँगा कि आप ऐसे सबला नारी बने जो जरूरत पड़े तो हर कुछ कर सके, मगर न करना चुने। दया को चुने, दया मजबूरी से ना हो। तो इसीलिए मेरी उम्मीद ये है कि आपके जैसे विद्यालयों से ऐसे सबला नारी निकलें जो देश को नहीं, दुनिया को उठाए और बचाए। ये बेटियां हम लद्दाख में, पहाड़ों में अपने तरीके से शिक्षा को एक नया अर्थ देने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। जैसा मैं पहले बता रहा था यहाँ के विद्यार्थियों को कि आज के युग में हमें हर चीज़ में सबल या सबला बनने की ज़रूरत है कि दुनिया को हम दिशा दिखा पाएँ। और इसके लिए ज़रूरी होगी कि हम जो ज्ञान विद्यालय में सूचना के रूप में पाया करते थे, उसका उपयोग हो application of knowledge is much more important than just making ourselves a library of information and knowledge. So I'll share around now a little bit of our story of how we in Ladakh are working with deprived and less privileged children. I was very, very impressed with all the glittering achievements that students here have made. Truly impressed. We in Ladakh work with the other end of the spectrum. Students who are considered failures. Students who are rejected by their schools. And I can tell you they have a lot in them, given a chance. Both are very important. Work with those who are very bright and also those who are rejected. By the way, before I start this, I would just give a little unsolicited advice that very impressive were all the awards that the children got. I congratulate from the depth of my heart to all these achievers who we saw today. But perhaps this school could distinguish itself by having an award for students who may not be the topmost performer, but who have excelled compared to their own selves of the last year, who may not be the best compared to others, but who have done much better than their own selves. So, in our school we do something called Rocket of the Year. You could call it Cheetah of the Year. Somebody who was very poor, who didn't have 96%, 98%, who perhaps had a 50%, but went up to not 90, 75. That's a huge jump. So that kind of students also should be given recognition. Now best compared to their last performance. So that would be an amazing way of honoring competition with oneself. I think in future, competition will be more about within, comparing and competing with my own older self rather than only with others. And that would be a great challenge. So I take you through a few images of our world in the high mountains. Well, you all are here at the foothills of the Himalayas. So here starts the range of mighty Himalayas, of which we are across on the other side. And therefore, our part is often called the Trans-Himalayas, not the Himalayas which you have here. Himalayas are here. They are very lush green, but by the time the monsoon clouds reach the top, they have shed all the humidity, moisture, rain and snow on the Himalayas, making it very lush and green. And by the time it reaches our side of the mountain, it's like this. Can you see how barren, dry, desert it is? So this is Ladakh on the other side, in the rain shadow of the mountains. I sometimes, in the lighter vein, say nature has left us high and dry in the mountains. But even if it may look like, not a part of the planet Earth, it looks more like a moonscape or a Marsscape. Yet if you look closely, you will see something. Marsscape I was telling you about, well, this is not Ladakh, this is the Mars. I I just want to show how Ladakh looks close enough to Mars itself, except for those little green patches, which is a tribute to human ingenuity. Our ancestors made these oases of greenery in the moonscape that Ladakh is by mastering to channelize the only water, because nature doesn't have much water in the form of rain and snow. The only water is fossilized water from hundreds and sometimes thousands of years, called glaciers. So glacial meltwater is channelized to make it green, and they started inhabiting this uninhabitable, seemingly uninhabitable places. Sorry. So if you go closer, you will see patches of greenery that are a contribution of humankind, enriching nature rather than robbing nature. Now, my adventure into education happened when I was doing my engineering. Up in the mountains, we are a very tiny minority. And being a minority is not very easy. It's hardest when it comes to education, because in the mountains, where the world is so different from the plains, when children are told that you have to be educated, you have to study, and they are foisted with books that are in a language that they don't understand, that are about things they don't understand, from the plains, the tropical plains, you just copy and paste something in the high Himalayas, it makes no sense. For example, I always say, if you are told A for apple, B for ball, fine, it makes sense. Apple is a good example for the sound A or symbol A. Ball is a good example. The child can relate to something concrete rather than this abstract thing. But in the mountains of Ladakh, when it is minus 30 outside, shivering cold, and the teacher makes you memorize F for fan, it doesn't make life any sense. It doesn't make children think of, oh yes, it makes sense. It doesn't. Children are, what is this contraption? And the teacher says, this is something to keep you cool. The children go, why would anybody ever need to be colder than what we are? So that's what minorities go through. And as a result, what I saw in the schools was total disaster. Children who are bubbling with energy from home, in their own mother tongue, masters of their environment, suddenly were brought to school where they are made to feel like failures, repeatedly told you are failures, and are rejected by the school. In 10th grade, 95% of the students used to fail. This I learned, as was told earlier, when I had to teach children to support my own education. And that moved me so much that I wanted to change this system, to make education more contextual to the places where it is administered, to solve the problems of the region, of the people, rather than just a ritual that fails you or passes you. Well, to do that, as soon as I finished my engineering, I decided I don't want to add to the long queues of engineers waiting for jobs. I would rather go and free these shuttled children in their hundreds who were made to feel like failures for no fault of theirs. So, went back, worked with like-minded young people to change this system. Rather than blaming students for being bad, people for being backward, and so on, we started going into the root causes. we saw that textbooks don't make sense for the high Himalayas. So we changed that. So we started changing the textbooks. We saw that teachers didn't have capacity to relate learnings in the classroom to real life. So we started training teachers in their hundreds and thousands. We saw that people, the society, did not relate to the school, nor took ownership of the school. So we started organizing them. And very soon, and cutting a long story short, very soon the results started changing too. From 5% success and 85% failure every year, it went on to deliver 75% success. But at this point we said, this is not good enough. Because why should anybody, 25% is not a good number, why should anybody come out feeling like a failure after spending a precious quarter of their lives in the name of schools and education? So we said we need to hand over this to the schools, the government schools, and we need to focus and help these children who are still failing, who have nothing wrong, who didn't learn because they were not taught in the ways they would learn. As I say, if we don't learn the way you teach us the way we learn. So that was the problem of children themselves. And I always say, in a system that we have adopted now in the name of education, where children and teenagers, young adults, bubbling with energy, are caged in a room, in a classroom, and made to memorize things. It is more surprising that some succeed rather than those who fail. Those who do very well are more unusual than those who do harm. Because we humans are not designed to learn in these ways. We are more designed to learn outdoors in action. As hunter-gatherers, as settled farmers, for millions of years we have learned by doing, not by sitting and reading and listening to lectures. So those who don't do well are actually normal in a system that is not normal. So therefore, we said, let's design and build a school where the energies in young adults that nature has given for a learning through action, which is what through evolution we are for millions of years, that energy is not stopped or blocked, but rather given a vent in constructive things. So, with a batch of students who were the so-called failures, we went to a desert in the middle of nowhere and by the river Indus and started creating a school that would be very different. This was a very different school because it was conceived and designed by the students and actually built with the students, moving rocks and bricks, and that's where the immense energy that nature gives young adults for the millions of years of learning by action that they are gifted with can be channelized in constructive ways. So this was a school that the students designed. This is not very clear, but it was a painting that the students did through a workshop before anything was built here to conceive what kind of school it would be. And in the next 5 years or so, they created a school that was very different, very special. And it was different for grown-ups also. It was a learning opportunity for grown-ups as much to live in harmony with nature without destroying the planet for our comfort. So this was a school in 96. It went all solar, fully solar, zero energy, and off-grid. These terms were not invented that time. So it was built with natural materials like earth or mud, which is the most natural material you can have, and affordable to all, rich or poor. Under everybody's feet you find earth. So a school built of earth, a school powered by the sun in those days, and a school where the admission criteria was not grades and percentage, but rather that you have failed in your system. So that was the admission criteria. It still is. If you have done really well, then you may be in the waiting list. But if you have not done, you are there. And to channelize the energy in young adults, we said they should take responsibility. They should become partners in the running of the system rather than become problems to solve. So this is a school that the students actually run. It's a democratically run, student-run school where they run the school like a little country with an elected government and a small parliament. And the students choose their leaders, and the leaders run the system. Every 2 months they have a change of government, thus preparing them for real life rather than keeping them separate from reality. So when a new government is elected, they plan for the 2 months, they execute, they are answerable through reporting in the parliament after 2 months, and that way they learn the life skills that you can only learn by living a life rather than from books. And the things that they take responsibility of are real life, not mock exercises. So some of them would take care of the cows that give all the milk for the campus. Others would take care of solar gadgets that power the cooking, the heating, the lighting, pumping, everything is solar at this campus. So they would take charge of them. Others would take care of the gardens, the organic gardens. Yet, when they grow vegetables, they would sell it to the campus kitchen at a selling price, and then work backwards, the cost price, and practically understand that profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Not as a formula, as a real life. So they get to apply what they learn in classes into reality and prepare for real life. Others would take care of the solar power plant or the greenhouses that would make fresh greens in Ladakhi winter. More complicated concepts like germ theory or microbial world would be learned by applying it to, for example, making jam, to preserve fruits like apricots, which is abundant in Ladakh, but it has a shelf life of 1 week, so most of it goes waste, because in 1 week they can't do much. And by applying this chapter in their textbooks on germ theory or microbial life, they are able to preserve it for 2 years rather than 2 weeks. That's learning in action. Similarly, they would report these learnings in the campus newspaper or the radio, which are also part of it, of this little country. It has its own radio and a newspaper like any country. Now some of these students make a career out of what they learned and apply. So several students who love the fruit preservation part have become entrepreneurs who have launched companies that supply preserved fruits and pulp to various industries in the country even. Others who took care of guests visiting the campus internationally have launched travel companies. For example, this girl went on to launch an all-women's travel company where the clients are women, the guides are women, the porters are women, and the owner is women, and giving opportunities to many women in the field where they are not